Okay.
Okay.
Hello
Okay.
everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons, where I am once again, as usual, joined by the wonderful Vi Valkyrie,
Heyo.
TK Lady _,
Hello, hello.
Ravel VT,
Hello.
and Tommy Got Games.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
God damn it.
What?
So, for people not in the know with this, we keep getting stuck in loops of saying womp womp every time someone says
Womp
it.
Like
Womp
basic womp womp.
Womp womp.
Womp
Womp womp.
womp womp
Womp womp.
Womp
womp
womp.
womp
Yeah, so
Womp
that
womp.
goes on for a long time.
womp womp.
It's like a game of chicken. But, anyway. Last time we left off, you guys were tracking down the lowlife Blackhand Briar at the request of Guard Captain Sven. You had quite a... lacking the word. Adventure, I guess, trying to
Interesting.
figure
I can't
out...
think of any words to describe it either.
trying to figure out where this guy is gone. From talking to a cranky old neighbor to the very unhappy ex-girlfriend, ex-wife? Seems very unclear. It seems like even his own friends don't know.
I was just gonna go with partner, but yeah.
To meeting a couple of his friends at a not very nice pub by the name of the Sooted Stoat. To being directed to a safe house after you learned that Briar was apparently in cahoots with a group known as the Hounds, who effectively serve as the mob for this town. You're sent to this safe house to glean some information. But things went interestingly as Tori put one of them to sleep, only for him to hit his head on the table and get a nasty bruise. But that did provide a distraction for Faith to swipe a ledger from them, giving a few people who are coming and leaving to the safe house, including a couple notes about Briar. You also found out, just barely managing to avoid conflict, the bald sort of Goliath type guy there told you that Briar had visited a doctor for his a cough. You then went and handed in the ledger to Captain Sven and went to visit this doctor who took a particular interest in Clue and ran a few non-invasive tests, much at the behest of Faith. You then pretty much left off right after that, right after leaving, uncertain of where you were going next. And I'll hand it off to you guys.
So Lil, I think we've used up most of our hints at the moment. I mean, bounty hunting is very much your thing. So
Yes.
What do you think we should try next?
Probably the best thing to do now is look around close to the, not necessarily the safe house, but the lower area of the lower part of the city, the less sought after parts, if you will, the more crime ridden. Not, you get what I mean.
The south
I
side
mean, you
of town.
take me to the nicest areas.
Yeah. The bad part of town, the one with all the mobs in it.
Gotcha.
Okay, then I suggest you lead the way.
That's not a good
Should
idea.
we? No, don't worry about me.
Are we still on the same day? Sorry.
Yeah,
currently,
that's
yeah.
what I'm thinking as well.
It's
Because it's like,
you
But
started
remember, we
off in
got
the
the ball.
morning. You've been, I'd say, investigating for like most into the afternoon. It's probably getting around 2-3 o'clock.
Okay.
yeah, because like at this point we went to the safe house, got back from the safe house, like did all the investigation stuff. So we were on the south side of the town, then went to the guard, and then to the back to the marketplace, essentially.
Yeah, I'd say if you
Um,
started like around 9, it's probably around like 3 o'clock. With you mentioning the ball, Tari, that was on the weekend. I'd say it's probably about Thursday, today. So that was on the Saturday.
Okay, cool.
So we have essentially one more day.
Yeah.
Well, one more full day.
Yeah.
The question is, should we continue today? Because it's getting somewhat late.
I mean, it's not that late. I think.
I mean, if you guys want to continue, I'm up for it. But
I
just
believe you
making sure
guys did
everyone's
have
okay
a
with it.
quick lunch break at a different tavern as well at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, correct me if I'm wrong, Zilil, but don't more nefarious people run around at night than during the day?
Yes.
So, I guess our chances of stumbling across this guy may go up as the day goes on.
I agree, but it's probably also worth keeping in mind that he had somewhat of a falling out with the mob itself. So it's questionable if he does actually keep to the later times. I'd still assume so, but
I mean, I don't even think we know what he looks like, so we can't exactly pick him out in the street.
You had a
True,
very brief
true that,
description
true that.
from the neighbor, but it was a bit generic. I will
Yep.
say, Tommy, with you saying there about him falling out with the mob, strictly speaking, what you're told last time was that he hadn't showed up for work, so that one guy thought maybe he just tried to leave the mob, but you don't know for sure if he actually had like a falling out with them or anything.
Okay. So I guess we should probably take a bit of a break and look around in the evening later today during the night, possibly. Just refresh a bit, and relax
That's
a
fine
bit.
by me. I do like my beauty sleeps, so... Yeah. If you want to take a short break, we can rest for a bit. Come back in the evening. Assuming everyone else is fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. So, should we head back to the, Oh god, I forgot what it's called now. I've got it written down.
The Eagle's Crest?
Yeah. I guess we'll head back there and rest for a bit.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds like a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys head back out. I believe you're standing around sort of the doctor's area, which was in roughly the sort of market square central area of town, so you're not super far away from the Eagle's Crest, so it doesn't take you too long to get back. As you go in, the barkeep welcomes you back. I forget, did you guys pay the rent all at once the first time? For the
We paid
rooms?
2 days, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So they welcome you back in, ask you if you want any drinks or any food or anything.
Wine.
I'm still
Not
full
that
from
big,
lunch.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
I'll have a drink. Never say no to a drink.
Wine.
More wine.
Oh, lager.
Alright, the barkeep pours you each a drink of your choice, and you guys can grab a short rest, which does count as a short rest for any of your spells and such.
Okie dokie.
I don't think I
Mhm.
used any, so.
Well, I don't think we really used it. I mean, the only people who used any were me and Tori in a fight before.
True.
Yeah.
But we had a rest overnight, I think, since then. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I guess we go to the shady parts of town following Zalil later at night.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have any particular plan for how you're going about that, Zulil?
I was gonna I was thinking kind of like pubs first, or like pub area first. You know, where people get drunk, let loose.
Strip clubs.
Um, also, it also might. Actually, give me a second. Okay, I forgot something I could have done before, but that's beside the point. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
So you're wanting to look around pubs. Are you just looking around to see if you spot the guy, or are you looking to find anyone you might glean information from, or what are you looking for?
Someone who might know something.
Mhm.
Just word of mouth. See, you know, partially if I can listen in on something, or pick up other like information in other ways.
All right. Since it's the one you know, I'm gonna assume you're headed to the Sooted Stove, fairly early on in this.
Yeah, that would have been my like first, well, place to look
So
for.
headed there, it's definitely rowdier towards the evening. There's a lot more people like outside, whereas it was kind of rowdy on the inside. Now that chaos and bustle has kind of spilled out to the streets outside of it, you can see there's like a few people getting a little too rowdy, maybe starting a fight, kind of shouting at each other. And are you heading inside or just sort of like scoping out the area?
I do want to look inside, but I think scouting out the area is just as important. So I think we split that up
Okay.
between, you know, essentially a team inside and outside. Um,
So
Yeah, well, who wants to go with?
yeah, who's doing what?
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say you and Clue stick together,
Okay,
and me and Tori go inside.
sounds okay. I think I'd stick out like a sore thumb in there anyway, so... Okay, so we'll stay outside. I'm assuming you're okay with that, Clue? Hello?
Oh.
Oh no,
Blue fell asleep.
Rebel's muted.
I was muted. Okay. Basically, I said yes.
Okay.
Okay, so me and Clue will stay outside and scout the area. What are we actually looking for, Zalil? So, I'm not a bounty hunter. I grew up in a monastery, so this is way outside of my realm of expertise.
It's okay. What you're trying to look for is either the person, like the description we were given, someone like that, and obviously we know they've been having a cough. He's been having like a cough and such. Um, Someone who might, you know, start fights, fitting the description. I gonna go out on a limb here and say if he didn't show up the past few days, he probably won't show up here. But it's better to just check it than to leave it alone. But really, anything that fits the guy's description would be useful. And if you can't find any of that, just see if you can hear anything about, you know, the mob, like the hounds.
Okay.
Any tidbit really could be important. You know.
Okay. With you guys splitting up, what I'll do is I'll go with Faith and Clues first, since I think that'll be the faster or easier of the two. So
Yeah.
you guys staying outside, watch Zulil and Tari head inside. Do you want to give me like a stealth and a perception check?
Okay, so stealth is 12.
You can either both roll or one of you can roll with advantage, I'll say.
Oh, okay.
You roll with advantage.
Okay, because my perception is garbage, but my stealth's not outrageous.
I have
Um,
+2 in both of them.
So at advantage, well, I've got like -1 on perception, so
I can roll perception. You can roll the other one then.
why don't you? Well, my stealth is the same as yours, so you may as well roll both with advantage.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, we'll let the goblin go.
Okay, I rolled 16 plus 2. That would be perception. 18 perception.
Okay, 18 on perception. What's the stealth?
And 16 stealth.
Okay. You managed to stay sort of on the other side of the road, keeping an eye on things, mostly where people aren't paying attention to you. As much as the two of you probably stand out the most from your group, you know, people are drunk and distracted and quite busy, so no one's really paying close attention to you. It's not long before you notice one of those people who are getting a little too rowdy seems to throw the first punch. He's this fairly bulky guy, nowhere near as big as the guy you met earlier in the day, like nowhere near the 7 foot tall of that other guy. But he is kind of muscly, but he is a guy with sort of busted up nose. You can see it's off to one side, kind of crooked. He's already got a black eye even before he started this fight. He's got a few scars on him. And he's just thrown the first punch and knocked some random guy straight on his ass.
What? Why?
From here, you can't really make out exactly what this fight is about, other than that there's just a lot of drunken shouting, and immediately as this punch is thrown, a bunch of people crowd over, and it seems like no one's really trying to stop it so much as just coming for the show. Just kind of watching this happen.
Does this guy? I assume he doesn't match the description.
He does not match the
all.
description of Blackhand
No.
Briar.
I mean, it just looks like a pub fight. Do we really want to get involved?
That's up to you
Yes.
guys.
You want to get involved, Clue?
Yes.
Okay, let's go over and punch him then.
No,
Um,
let's stop fighting.
So, I assume Clue will take the lead then, because Faith's actually not that bothered, because it's just a pub fight.
Okay.
So, if Clue is moving towards the fight with the intention of stopping it, then Faith will move to back her up.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
as you're heading over, this guy who just got knocked on his ass gets up, attempts to throw a punch, and is pretty much immediately the bigger guy sort of dodges to the side a little bit effortlessly and just gut punches the guy. So that's now 2 hits for him. And the guy this time doesn't go straight down, but you can tell he's not having a good time with this fight. So,
Does
what do
the
you...
other person match the description?
He does not.
Okay.
Neither of them match the description. Nor does anyone in the crowds. At least not really. You were given a pretty generic description. There's a few people with black hair and stubble and stuff, but from the way they're acting, they don't seem like some shady criminal who's currently supposedly missing or hiding out or something. So you don't reckon any of them would be. But so Clue, what do you say and or do?
I guess you just walk like right next to this person, or in the middle of them, I guess.
Well, are you gonna say anything, or are you just walking in the middle of them?
For now, I'm just gonna walk there. Yeah.
Okay, so you watch as like the other guy who's been punched twice now sort of manages to like back up just far enough away and like regain his balance. The guy who is doing the punching attempts to take a step forward, and I want you to give me a dexterity check, Clue.
Right. Dexterity. Oh, where is this there? Where is it? ah, 20.
20. Okay, so right as this guy, the aggressor, kind of steps forwards, he kind of doesn't see you there under his feet and like trips over you a little. But you yourself manage to just about get out the way enough that he doesn't like fall directly on you or like hurt you in any way. But he just goes like straight over, not expecting you to be there. Just lands straight, like cracks his jaw on the pavement. What the fuck?
Hello.
What the fuck are you doing there?
What? Why you punch person?
It is at this moment you notice the other dude has sort of like taken this cue to leave and like is backing up into the crowd a little.
Can I stop him from running away?
You can try. Go ahead. And
Okay.
how do you want to stop him? Are you gonna just go to intercept him? Are you gonna like?
Yeah,
reach to
I'm just
grab
gonna
him,
block
or-
his way and then grab him. Like if he tries to move past, I'll just like block him.
All right, give me a strength check because I'm gonna consider this a grapple for the purposes of mechanics.
Okay, 17.
He rolled not terrible, but nowhere near 17. So, as he's sort of backing up, you manage to like intercept. As with him, sort of trying to come out, he's encircled by this crowd of people. You're able to sort of push your way through from the outside to get inwards, and end up like right behind him as he's sort of backing away. And he attempts to just slip past you, but you manage to grab him by the arm and stop him from leaving the scene.
Right.
So, are you gonna say anything to this dude, Clue, who you've... I mean, other
I
than
just-
what you...
I mean, I just did like.
Sorry, what did you say? Why punch, was it?
Yeah. Why? Why?
This fucking asshole showed up talking shit, thinks he's hot shit round here. He's just like that other one. I did him in too.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Who the fuck even are you? And you can see,
I
like,
don't know.
he's sort of like nursing his jaw as he speaks after he's just like fell to the ground and hit it.
No.
What the fuck? He
Stop.
he seems to have he's still pissed off, but he seems to have stopped going for the guy now that this rather strange interruption has distracted him. He sort of reaches out and just grabs a drink from the table. No idea if that's his drink. He just finds the nearest drink and takes a big swig of it. Twerps
No,
like
fine.
him, they're always the same. And he sort of cracks his jaw to one side. They come in here thinking they own the place. And they think that they can just say what they like, do what they like, swan around.
What did he say?
Dude was just talking shit. He comes over, he's like, oh yeah, you guys, you fucking losers. He's like... It seems like this guy's too drunk to really remember what the fuck happened, other than that he's pissed at him.
I'm gonna sort of pipe up and just say, this other twerp that you showed, that wouldn't happen to be Blackhand Briar, would it?
Oh, you know the shithole, do you?
Well, when you say you can say what you want without consequences, consider us the consequences.
Kinda. I guess.
We happen to be looking for him. And if either of you, and I'll sort of shake the guy that I've grabbed as well, know anything about where he is,
The
we'd
guy
certainly appreciate
you're
it.
holding, as you shake him, seems almost more scared of you than he did of the other guy. There's something about this big, strong, armored woman grabbing him that has very much startled him, where a random dude from a bar didn't. But he just sort of keeps quiet. Meanwhile, the other guy, the guy who landed the hits, is like, well, I haven't seen him in ages, and good fucking riddance.
It seems a lot of people haven't seen him in ages, but do you have any idea where maybe he might have scurried away to?
I like the way
Rats
you
always.
scurried. He is a fucking rat.
I like rats.
Probably
He
climbed
strikes
back
me-
into whatever hole he came out of.
I'm sure someone like yourself has an idea of where the most likely bolt holes would be.
Well, when he gets into trouble that he can't get out of, what's he gonna do other than run to the only people who'll have his back?
And that would be the hounds.
Aye, that's right. He takes a beating, he runs off to them and expects them to do something about it. Supposed to never fucking do. Because who really gives a shit about him?
Someone gave enough of a shit about him to send us.
We do punch. Sometimes.
Oh, you like a good tussle as well, do you?
What does that mean?
She loves a good tussle. I saw her beat someone to death with a frozen rat, so
Oh, it's a funny one, is it?
I didn't die. I think.
He sort of takes a seat at the nearest table, the same one he took the drink from, takes another big swig. And it's about this point that people, despite their curiosity, it seems the fight's over, so most people are starting to disperse this circle that formed around them. And there's one guy who's just sort of like, well, what the fuck? As this dude's just taking his drink and his chair, and he just shuffles off to the next table over, kind of pouts. And,
the guy that I grabbed, I'll just turn around to him and I'll say, and I suppose you don't know anything either.
I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about. This drunk asshole just beat the shit out of me. I don't know.
And what did you do to provoke that?
I might have said something. I don't know. I wasn't trying to cause a fight or nothing.
Why you say mean things?
I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't expect this guy to fucking throw a punch. All right.
They were 2 punches.
Yeah, I felt them.
How beat up does the guy look?
I mean, he took one that decked him to the floor and one to the gut, but he's not fucking dying or nothing.
Okay. I'm just gonna use, since I've got a grip of him in anyway, I'll use a couple of points of lay hands just to make him feel a little bit less battered.
That's actually a lot less so. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. And then, if you do know anything about Black Hand,
I told
Let
you
us know.
I don't know nothing about this Black Hand dude.
okay, let's just do an insight check. Woo!
Go ahead.
Let's go.
There we go. That'll be 5, so that'll be no.
You
He
rolled an
knows
18.
nothing.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue. He knows nothing.
Okay, so I'll just let him go and say, like, just be careful when you fuck around, because sometimes people let you find out.
Alright. Thanks for helping me, I guess. Bye!
And then,
We
Bye
just fucking-
bye.
He just starts, like,
Bye-bye.
legging it the other way.
Bye.
Meanwhile, the other guy is just sort of sat there, still looking at you, still grimacing his jaw a bit. So why are you looking for that shithead anyway?
some important people would like to talk to him.
Him? Important? Yeah, I don't see
I
it.
didn't say he was important.
Yeah, but if anyone important cares about him, doesn't that kind of make him important?
It just means he may have been in the wrong place at the right time.
That's his whole business. Wrong place, right time.
So you've known him for a while?
I wouldn't say known him. He shows up, he starts a fight, he loses, he goes home, he comes back the next day.
Persistent, then.
You could say that. One time I caught him trying to swipe shit from me.
That strikes me as a dumb move.
Yeah, well, he's a dumb guy.
I'm getting that.
He sort of just grabs another drink from another table, puts it at the other chair at this table, and is like, and sort of gestures for you to, have a drink.
Okay, so I'll sit down, but I'll pass the drink to Glue.
Nom. Glib. Glib and make a mess.
Okay. So he just glubbing and spilling this drink all over. He just gives you a look and just sort of shrugs it off, like, what the fuck? It's not like I know the guy that well. I can't exactly tell you
No,
where he's
but-
scurried off to, but if I was him, I'd have gone back to his mates.
And if he were gonna run to his mates, where would that be?
I mean, the hounds, but not like I'd go messing with them.
Someone like
Ah.
yourself must know when not to go.
I mean, they got places all over town. From places they own, businesses they've taken over, safe houses. I don't know. I imagine he'd find somewhere to stay. As much as he could go to the local butcher owned by the hounds, I don't think they'd be taking him in for a night, so...
I'm sure if they did, though, he wouldn't enjoy the stay.
Glib.
You could probably figure out some of them, some of their places. They got marks on them. What do you call them? Shadow marks? Thieves marks? I don't fucking know. Just look for this sort of scribble, and he scribbles down. It's sort of like a V with like another couple like V's on the top and bottom. Sort of vaguely like a jaw with teeth in it.
Okay.
Look for that, just like, I don't know, chipped into a wall or door or something. It's usually a sign it's owned by the hounds. Usually a sign you should stay away.
Well, thank you. That's very helpful. And I'll pull out a couple of gold pieces and just say, drinks are on me for tonight.
Well, cheers for that. And he takes another swing.
And then we'll leave him to his drinks.
Alright. Meanwhile, Tari and Zulil, you head inside, where you're met by the very bustling interior of a bunch of random lowlives and generally sort of lower income people from this side of town, enjoying their drinks. And it seems like whatever fights were taking place got taken outside, so there's no one really getting aggressive on the inside.
I think we just grab a drink for now,
Okay.
just to blend in a bit more.
Do you want to give me a perception check? Because I assume you're trying to like look around and listen out for anything.
Yeah. 14.
14. Actually, do you want to have advantage because Tori's helping you?
Tori can roll.
Or Tori can roll, yeah.
What am I rolling for, sorry?
Perception.
Yay. I got 12.
Okay. So, you don't see anyone who massively, like, stands out. No one who, like, particularly matches your description. It doesn't seem like Briar's in here. You do notice that his two friends from earlier are not here anymore. But yeah, generally there's no one, like, incredibly standing out.
Just a normal bar, essentially. Nothing out of the ordinary.
It seems so. At least at a glance and sort of listening out. There's just sort of general bar talk going on.
Is there anything, like, special happening, or is it just, like, people sitting around talking?
There's nothing, like, really special happening. There's some, like, shitty bard with, like, an old lute who is kind of failing to play it very well, and a few people are, like, booing him. But that's kind of about it.
Okay,
You wanna do?
I think we sit down for now. Just, stay hidden, I suppose. Stay a bit stealthy.
Okay, do you want to give me a stealth check then?
Yes. God. 17. Forgot my stealth was really high.
Okay. So, let's be honest, you're not the kind of person who stands out the most in this group. You're fine. You're not like as low income clothing as everyone else. You're not as scruffy looking, but you don't stand out particularly, and you're able to just sit at the bar and nobody really takes note of you. Other than like the barkeep asking you what you want for drink and attempting to make conversation.
I'm guessing it's the same barkeep that we went to like hours
Yeah,
before
same
as
guy.
well.
Same guy.
Same guy. Okay. I try and listen in on just some people talking around me.
Alright, do you want to give me another perception check?
Oh god. No, I don't hear anything.
Okay, that
You want
bad.
me to do one?
You can.
I rolled a 2. So
You rolled
Yeah.
a 2?
yes.
So much for
Okay.
faith in
Oh, I
clues being
rolled a
easier.
3.
Oh, it looks like they got more than you guys.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
both deaf.
It's a lot of just like pub talk. It's not so much your deaf as like, there's a lot of people talking. None of it's very interesting. There's people just talking about their day, people just kind of hanging out, cracking jokes. You occasionally hear like a raucous laugh come from one table or the other. It's just general sort of bar ambience.
See, if I knew how to actually act in a pub IRL, I could copy that and do that here, but I don't. So.
Fucking mood.
Don't worry, I'm a professional.
Okay.
I don't know what to do though. Like in regards to fighting people.
Fair enough.
We could start a fight.
Yeah, go on.
You want me to?
No, not really, but
Well, we're on your mission. You tell me.
I thought it'd be easier to just hear something, pick something out. Like,
It is a room
But
full
we
of
both
very
can't
loud,
hear.
busy people.
We both basically can't hear anything.
fair enough. Do we just want to steal the fucking bard's loot, or just buy it off of him and just walk out?
The what?
The music, it's the instrument, the
Oh,
bard's instrument, the lute, or whatever it was called.
Yeah, it was a loot.
Yeah.
can you play an instrument?
No, but we can give it to Chloe. I think she'd enjoy a lute. Probably, drive
Well, no,
Faith up the wall.
I don't think we should steal it. I don't really, as much as I said that we should start a fight, I don't want to like have the whole bar fight us. I don't think Faith will be very happy with that.
But
has to
the
come in and
people are
save
already
us.
booing him, so
Wait,
I
do
don't
either
think
of
that-
us have musical skill?
I don't
I'm
Uh,
trying
know,
to
dude.
quickly. I'm trying to quickly read through my.
Zulil does
play the horn.
not. Ori,
I've got a
You play
horn.
you do
Horn?
have
Yeah, you
the
play horn.
horn.
I play horn too.
um,
I think when I was making the character, I was joking about like being good at instruments, but
Yeah, no, you don't seem to either of you have proficiency in any instrument other than Tori and the horn.
I can't see anything. No. I can do a magic show.
You are able to
But I don't
attempt
really want
to
to.
use instruments without proficiency. You just might not do very well.
wait, no, Tori, I have a good idea. You distract them with magic. I steal the loot.
But why? This seems like. Knowing you, you probably will fucking. We're gonna be here for 2 hours. You try to steal the loot.
Commitment is
we
key.
Yeah, clearly. Is that really what you want to do? This seems very.
No,
So-
but like I thought it was funny, so
Let's not potentially have a bar full of people come after us like a mob.
well. To be fair, they already hate the music, so I don't think they're gonna come out after us for that.
Hey, you guys already pissed off one mob today.
True.
It's a different kind of mob, though.
Yeah. Probably the more
Um,
dangerous kind, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely.
true. Do we see any of the people who were at the safe house by any chance? Don't make me roll another perception check.
No, I'm trying to decide. You know what? Sure. I'll say the guy who you kind of knocked out, Tori, and hit his head, seems to be nursing it off along with the guy who was looking after him upstairs. They seem to be sort of tucked in the corner, just nursing it off with a bottle of something cheap.
Did they see us?
They have not seen you yet. You roll pretty good for stealth.
Okay. I am glad.
It's just them. There's no one else sitting with them.
The big guy is not there.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't really know what we can do. Like, I feel like.
I don't know either. I thought we'd fucking hear anything, but I guess we can try like sitting closer to them and maybe hear anything they're talking about, but that would be a bit risky.
Yes, especially if we roll shit for stealth.
We can sneak over, use the group, the mass of people as a shield to not be seen.
Okay.
If you want to do that, I'll say give me a stealth check with advantage because it's a crowded place. I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll say both of
Okay.
you roll for this if you're both going over, unless just one of you is going over.
That's a 17 either way. I rolled 2 10s.
Okay, 17's good. Sorry, are you heading over as well?
Yeah, do you want me to roll one too?
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh! Wait, what's advantage?
Roll twice, take
Just
the
roll
bigger
twice.
number.
Oh, I just rolled 19, and yeah, 19, so 21.
Okay, both of you pretty good. So you guys managed to shuffle over, kind of using the crowds for cover. And they seem to just be chatting amongst themselves, not really paying attention to their surroundings, so they have no idea that you're there.
Do we hear anything interesting?
The one dude's kind of whining. The guy who, like, has a bump on his head, you can visibly see, like, he's holding a wet cloth to his forehead. They're just kind of whining about what happens. Generally, they're... Like, one guy's like, it's alright, you'll be okay, just give it a few days. I guess, like, I can't believe that Leopold just let him in, and, you know, they're just generally sort of talking about it.
Okay.
This feels like a dead end, Zulu. I feel like we should maybe try something else.
Yes, it really does. But I'm also wanting to rob him, so.
Oh my god. Are you kidding? No, they're the mob.
Hey, you already robbed him once.
Yeah, might as well do it again.
Yeah, with faith there.
We have the horn, it's fine, don't worry.
I really don't want to be involved in this.
No. We go.
You guys are
But I
Okay.
really want to do it.
I'm just saying, like, Tara, you could just shuffle off and let Zulil try.
Yeah,
You
I'm
want it?
like if you want to go for it, but I'm
Okay,
leaving.
yeah, I'm doing it.
You're welcome to try.
Right.
Give me a
I'm gonna
sleight of
quickly.
hand,
I'm
Zulil.
quickly leaving. I'm
Yeah.
out before anyone
With
sees
your
I'm here.
stealth roll, no issue. You're able to back off again.
Sweet.
Zulil.
See you later, Zulu. Nice knowing you.
Cheers.
Zulil. You already rolled high on stealth, so they don't know you're there. But go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh no.
I
it
definitely
one?
know I'm there. It's a nat 1.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
That nice. I'm so glad I
So-
left.
As you try to, like, rummage around in this guy's pocket, there's an awkward moment.
In front of his face.
There's an awkward moment where you're just sort of leaned over, reaching into his pocket, and he just, like, stops and looks at you, and you both just make eye contact for this long-ass moment. It's like, what the fuck? before he's just like, he's back! The fucker's back! And they both just look completely fucking bewildered that you're here. Like, neither of them can believe that you've just shown up again and are attempting to steal from them for a second time. Neither of them knows how to react. They're just in awe. What do you do?
Greatest thief in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Greatest
Yeah,
thief
seriously.
in the world.
Oh god. Can I like take out like
Just-
the horn and just blow it right in front of his face?
So you, after reaching your hand in there and being sort of hunched over him, you have this long moment looking at each other. He's like, "What the fuck is back?" And then you just pull out. You take your hand out of his pocket, pull out a horn, just billow up and blow this horn for it to make no noise in this busy ass bar. And they're just looking at you like, "What the fuck?"
Can I
It is at this moment, I'll say, you guys have been in there long enough that Faith and Clue have kind of done their thing, and you now hear this horn billowing out
Oh,
over everything,
no.
just like doo doo doo.
It sounds like Zalil's fucked up again. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
I'll just be waiting out the front of the bar, so I'll meet them when they get there.
Can I get it? Can I go like surprise and just run away?
The two just like get up really fucking startled and just like point like like really just don't know how to fucking react to this situation. As you just like after all this shit and after blowing this horn, it makes zero noise. You just start like fucking hop-footing away, like at a gallop almost.
I do want to
trying
mention.
to dodge between people to the front door.
I do want to mention. I did like the handshake as well. Like you know I think it's called jazz hands.
Chest.
Surprise! And then I just fucking bolt for the door.
Like this weird ass fucking jester, you just blown a horn, then jazz hands, and then like hop footed away. And they are fucking bewildered.
Poor men.
They don't even believe that this just happened. They both like look at each other like, am I hallucinating? So,
I'm so glad the D&D gods fuck me over like this.
hey, I could fuck you over more and just have them try to kill you on the spot, but I think this is way funnier.
I mean, you could try. Like, you could make them run after us. I don't care. Like, I've had my fun.
This is hilarious.
I've had my fun.
Sorry, you already fucked off. Faith and Clue, you just hear a horn, and Tommy comes like running between people, just out of there with this look of like fucking surprise on his face. What is the scene that fucking just entails from this?
We gotta go.
I'm just gonna say
What?
I told you
What?
so.
Where's Tori?
I was waiting out the front of the bar.
Okay. What the fuck happened, Zalil?
It doesn't matter. We go.
He tried to steal from the mob, but we probably should leave.
Zalil!
Yes, I told him not to. I'm sorry, Faith.
When we get to stop running, I am gonna kick your ass. Fucking move.
Please do.
I just don't stop running then.
So you guys fucking book it for at least a few streets. Do you have anywhere in mind you're going?
The bar we went to at lunch, not the Eagle.
That was more
Eagle's
towards the
Town, yeah.
center of town. Kind of
Yeah.
out of the south side. Are you
Yeah,
s-
I think we want to head away from where we'd actually planned to sleep.
In the exact opposite direction, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So are you headed back there to that the other bar or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys just run back there, and there's like, as you look behind you as you're like booking it away from this, they both just sort of like run out the front door, like after they've managed to shake off whatever like confusion set in on them, and you see them just sort of like looking at you like they don't know whether to chase after you or not, but you're already kind of long gone. You're just like far enough away to see it as you look back over your shoulder, and you guys manage to run away. They don't seem to be like chasing you down so much as just this what the fuck reaction left them not knowing what to do about this situation. And you make it back to the other bar reasonably safely.
Zalil, we already stole from them once. Why the fuck are you stealing from them again?
First of all, it seemed very easy. They were distracted, and it looked like they had a lot of money.
You couldn't climb a wall. What made you think you could pick their pockets?
We stole their book. They didn't seem very
I
smart.
stole their book.
Yeah, Faith did.
And I distracted them.
No, I did it.
Tori
No,
distracted them.
I did something, okay? I convinced them
Yeah,
this
you
was
you
real.
did something. Okay. Alright.
I was playing cards with them. I was keeping them distracted.
Did you at least find out anything interesting?
No, absolutely
No,
fucking
that's
not.
why
It
I
was a
said we
waste of
should
time.
leave.
Okay, well,
I'm
But-
sorry, Faith. I tried.
But if I had stolen from them, I might have found out something.
yeah, but you didn't. You nearly got yourself killed.
And us in the process.
No, I ran away. And they
you
didn't
pissed
follow.
off the mob even more.
No, I pissed off 2 people who work for the mob.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I think I might need a pen and paper in order to work out how that actually doesn't piss off the mob.
It
But
pissed
okay,
off
that's-
people
that's-
working for the mob.
Yes,
the mob itself.
therefore the mob.
No.
Yes,
If the
what
Black
the
Hand Briar
fuck
can
is
get-
wrong with you?
The Black Hand Briar can get beat up and not
I
have...
thought
But he
I
didn't
was the
piss off
one
the mob.
that grew up in a monastery, but you sure you weren't in the church next door?
I'm pretty sure I was never in a church, no.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, dear, or particularly you, Zilil, we managed to find something out. Apparently, the buildings that are controlled by the mob are marked. They have a shadow mark on them. And it looks like a V with a series of smaller V's like teeth over the top of them. So if we find buildings with that on it, they're the ones that are worth us spending time investigating.
Okay. That's actually very good to know.
And we
Um,
didn't have to pick the pocket of the mob to find it out.
We just had to talk to people.
Well, I just really wanted to pick someone's pocket, okay? I wanted to feel useful.
Do I need to check my pockets now?
No, I wouldn't steal from you.
I
No,
hope
you
not.
wouldn't, because she'd kill you.
Can I
Probably,
pick my
yeah.
I mean-
pockets?
Maim a little. I don't know about kill.
Sorry, Faith. That's true.
What if
Well-
I pick your pockets now, huh?
I can teach you, Clue, don't worry.
No, you can't. You suck.
You can't climb a wall. You can't pick the mob's pockets. Like,
How have you survived this long?
I
Can I try and pickpocket Faith just to prove a point?
while I'm watching you.
Yeah,
Okay.
while she's watching, I mean, you can
With
try.
disadvantage.
I mean, you're
can
welcome to try.
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand with disadvantage. Faith, roll perception
Oh.
with advantage.
You know, I'm so
fucking
pissed.
doubling up on this.
No, I'm so pissed because I rolled a 7 and a nat 20.
But it's disadvantage, so the
13.
7.
Yeah. It's
Wait,
the one
wait.
time I roll a nat 20 and it's with disadvantage, so it does not matter.
What if I pick Tori in the meantime?
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand, Tari, roll perception. I'll say straight rolls since we're more focused on Zulil at the moment with this conversation.
Perception. 15.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Please be like a 2 so I can just laugh at her.
Wait. I actually have knowledge from a past life. That's sleight of hand.
Oh,
So
Yeah, sleight of hand total is the 10, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, my perception's 13.
so I
Fuck.
got.
So I'm just gonna grab Zilil's hand as he moves towards mine.
please break it.
I got 14, by the way. 14.
14. Sorry, Tari. What was your perception, PK?
13.
Okay, so you just barely managed to get your hand in Tori's backpack without her noticing, while everyone's kind of distracted with what's going on with Zulil. What do you end up with? Tori, what might Clue end up taking from your person?
I mean, I've got there's a hunting trap in there.
You have a
Someone
horn.
what?
TK has
Oh,
a
no.
horn.
No, you don't. Wait,
Yeah,
TK has a
No, go-
horn.
where did you get that horn from?
I've had it the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
You bastard!
Take
Is
no
that
sleep
what you're
for us
going for,
tonight.
Clue?
Of course, what the fuck?
So you manage to reach into the bag and sort of rummage around without them noticing, and you find a strange pointed round object that you recognize to be a horn. It's about to slip out undetected. Meanwhile, Faith and Zulil, how hard are you breaking his arm?
I mean, I'm not gonna break his arm. I'm just gonna put a bit of pressure right between his fingers.
Ouch. That's not fair. You were looking.
You're the one that tried. I get
Well-
you were trying to prove a point. You know what, Zilil? I am gonna pray. I will pray for you, and I will pray that you are gifted with a bit of common sense.
I have common sense, okay?
I hope
Just-
so, because you're not demonstrating it so far. Look, we
You are a moron.
That's just rude.
And
I'm gonna do it.
trying to pickpocket me while I'm watching you in order to make your ego a little less bruised is not.
No. Because I was trying to prove a point.
Right.
But you
Look-
didn't prove your point.
No.
You don't have to rub it in.
Okay,
You're
Zilil,
making it so hard not to.
I'm assuming you're just having a bad day, okay? We got some information. We found out what to look for in order to find these safe houses. So, if you want to go out and we can look for these safe houses, we can, or we can wait till tomorrow when things may have quietened down a little bit since you poked the mob.
I think we do it today. Mostly because word doesn't travel that fast. Or shouldn't, at least, while they're, I'm gonna say, off duty. So it's probably safer to go now instead of waiting for tomorrow. Did they say where exactly that symbol was, located? Like, is it
It's a shadow mark. I'm assuming it needs to be. I mean, this is more your area of expertise, but I would assume it would have to be somewhere indiscreet. Well, discreet, but still within sight.
I'll
Somewhere
say,
around the doorframe,
Zulu,
maybe.
you do have thieves' cant, so this would be the sort of thing you would generally know. You'd normally find them near to or on the door.
Okay.
Faith said, somewhere discreet enough but still visible. Just for anyone.
Yeah,
passing
no,
by.
I was.
They did
Yeah.
tell us that the local butcher should have that mark. They're owned by the hounds, so we can always check there. so
I'll
we know
say
what we're
that
looking
was
for.
more a remark of that he wouldn't be able to stay there. The business is owned by
Yeah,
the
but he did
hounds.
say it was owned by the hounds, so there's a
Mhm.
good chance it will have the mark.
I think
I'm
we
assuming.
go to the butcher then first, just to check out the mark, so we know what we're looking for. Specifically. And also to get an idea of sort of how quote unquote deep it goes.
I'll
If
be
that's
fidgeting.
okay with you guys.
I'll be fidgeting with the horn.
Okay. Since you've stolen it and you're now fidgeting with it, Tar, give another perception check. And Claire, if you want to roll stealth or maybe sleight of hand again,
I got
if
6.
you're making any attempt whatsoever to hide things.
I'm not. I mean,
Okay. You got
So do I
6, did
notice
you
her or
say?
not? Yeah.
I mean, that's a low number, but Revel did say she's not really trying to hide it at all. So I'll say it takes you a moment. This conversation's more or less over before you realize that Chloe's just fidgeting with it, just holding on to it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab Clue's wrist and just forcefully take it off her. Clue,
Oh,
what the fuck? Don't touch this. What the fuck?
why not?
This is very important to me. Don't touch things that aren't yours.
Okay. But I want to play it.
No, you don't play this one.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Not fair.
I'm just gonna stare at her and put it back in my bag and be. I just can't look at her.
Okay. And before you guys head out for the rest of the evening, I suppose, there's a good place to take a break for a minute or two.
Buddy.
So we'll see y'all in a few minutes. Grab a drink, go to the bathroom, get snacks, whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be back soon. Boop.
argument
welcome
is over.
back. Right. Last you left off, you were having an argument about trying to steal things, and Clue stole a horn from Tori, only for Tori to seem rather upset about that. And you're talking about potentially visiting the butchers to take a look at this shadow mark of the hounds.
Yeah, I think we just walk over to the butcher.
So you guys head back the direction you came. I do kind of love how you like ran all the way from this this tavern to this other tavern to go back.
I mean,
near
I
this
just
tavern.
assumed we were
But
gonna
sure.
run till we're out of sight, but apparently we went all the way there.
I asked you guys. So. Better
I mean,
safe than
cardio's
sorry, I
good.
guess, right?
Cardio's good.
So you guys head back roughly that direction, trying to steer clear of the exact street where that pub was on, the Sooted Still. And looking around a bit, since you guys waited till the evening, it does seem like most of the businesses are closed, including the butchers, which you do manage to find thanks to a nice sort of hanging sign with like a pig on it with like a knife and fork over it.
Okay.
So, do you want to go take a look and?
Yes. I'm gonna take a look at the door and like the door area, I suppose, and see if I can find the mark.
Okay.
Why does it have a fork? You're not supposed to eat at the butcher's.
I don't know, ask the guy who made the sign.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
it's
judge
like-
their design. I'm gonna judge their design. I'm gonna pull that off. That's wrong. That's misleading and
Oh
wrong.
no!
It's like a two-pronged fork, not like a normal eating fork, but yeah. It's almost like one you would use
Perhaps
for
our
dinner or
engineer is
something.
coming out. He's like, no, this design is all wrong.
This is bad.
It's probably for like showing that before it was a pig, now it's edible. Like
Or it was the
made to
biggest edible.
yes, now it's like actually made to be eaten. If that makes sense.
Like ham?
Okay.
Yes, like I don't want to say produce because it sounds like
But yes, it's now like
Ah.
sliced and cured and cooked and stuff, as well as
Yeah,
some
like
raw
the-
meats.
But
Yeah,
you can eat
that's-
a pig. Like
I mean,
alive.
are you gonna eat a pig alive?
That's cool. Sure.
Okay. Anyway,
Moving on.
Do you want to give me another perception roll because you're so good at these today?
oh, don't worry. Perception.
The only
16.
reason I'm making you roll is because it is quite dark. I would have otherwise just been like, yeah, he's gonna find it. 16's fine. So like you have to kind of look around a bit. Like I say, it's getting quite dark now. But like checking the door, you do manage to find sort of scratched into the stonework. It's sort of like this arched doorway with like the stone bricks sort of surrounding it, like one behind me actually, but less fancy. And you do find towards the bottom, like on the second most brick, there is a mark that matches what you're sort of shown.
So I pointed the mark, so kind of like this.
I mean, that matches the description, so I assume so.
Okay. All of the others do have dark side, don't they?
Yeah, I think you're the only one that doesn't have dark vision.
Damn it.
To be fair,
Rogue.
dark vision is just like dark becomes dim and black and white. But
Yeah.
it's not like perfect sight in darkness.
Yeah, but they can at least see something,
Hmm.
Well, I mean, it's a town. I assume there are torches.
Yeah, there's like street lamps, sort of lanterns. Some of them arcane, some of them, particularly in this area, seem to be more like old-fashioned oil or like candle lamps. But like it's still quite dim.
Sorry. Okay, so this is the mark we're trying to look for. So I best guess is we just look around for now, see if any of the houses in the area have this mark as well.
Well, if we're looking for a safe house, I think we can roll out businesses.
Stores, yeah, like
Yeah.
particularly, normal looking houses that don't have anything like any characteristics worth remembering. Anything that's absolutely like that looks absolutely normal, that it feels fake. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I'll say if you guys want to start looking around for like houses and things, give me each of you an investigation roll.
Oh boy.
Oh god, this is actually good for once. I have a
Not
22.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, I know. 5. I found this guy.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a -1 on investigation, by the way.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh, okay.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What's the total?
The total is 19 because
Oh, you have a -1 as well?
in investigation, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys look around and you find a number of buildings. There seems to be like a lot of them clustered into like similar areas, particularly when it comes to businesses. It'll be like if one has the mark, all the businesses in the area will generally have the mark. There'll maybe be like one that doesn't, and it tends to look like it's kind of being run into the ground. But in regards to like houses, it takes you quite a while, going down streets checking houses for this mark. But you do eventually find what looks to be it looks similar to the safe house you saw before, but it's sort of boarded up windows, looks a little bit more run down, and it does bear the shadow mark of the hounds.
So, if point at the house, if this house is similar to the safe house we had before, we're not getting in through the front door.
I'll say there's no lights on, like coming through any cracks in the windows of this house. It seems all dark currently.
Yeah, figured that kind of be the case, from a safe house, to be honest.
I go knock?
I'd hold on for a minute there, Clue.
So, the windows are entirely boarded up, right?
Yeah, kind of looks
Like, you
like no one's
can't-
really no one's been taking care of the place.
So you can't look through the windows at all.
You could
there's not
maybe
even a small
find,
crack.
a crack to look through, but there's no light coming through, so
Do
it
the
might
windows
be
have
hard to
glass?
see. They do, but you have like your glass pane window, and then you have the boards like boarded onto the actual frame, sort of a little
Like
bit
on the
a
outside or
couple
on the
inches.
inside?
On the outside.
Okay, so we could. I'm saying this out loud. We could use a knife and kind of pry open the barricade a bit, see if there's any light, if we can make anything out inside of the house. We could just knock on the front door and decide what happens after that. How tall is the house?
Like similar to the other one, one sort of floor, and then the roof area where there may be an attic.
It's like probably like 9-10 feet, roundabout, maybe a bit higher, a bit taller than that.
Sure. How tall's a normal bungalow?
Yeah, I don't think in feet, so I don't know.
Okay, well it's kind of just house, 1-story house size. Not like built for gnomes.
That does
or
not help.
anything.
Yeah,
it's
like
a fucking
I'm guessing.
bungalow. I don't know what you want. I don't know the measurements of a bungalow.
It's like slightly like 2.5 meters essentially.
Google how tall is a bungalow.
Okay, Google.
10.8 feet tall. There you go.
Okay, 11 feet then.
Mhm.
So we might possibly be able to climb on the roof. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys want to do? How do you want to approach this?
Knock.
Okay, but let's think about other solutions first, okay?
It worked last time.
But last time we did piss off the mob, so
Not we, thank you.
Not by knocking.
true.
Okay,
We could just
I have an idea, but I'd need to find a small enough animal.
I'm okay to help.
um,
I've got a bag of tricks.
Because
yeah.
I have my last spell before we rest. I can speak with animals. So I
Would you
could-
like me to try and pull one out of my bag?
Well, are you likely to get something small like a rodent? Or are you going to end up with a dire badger?
It's kind of 50-50.
Because, like, if we end up with a dire badger, I don't think it's going to fit between the boards. And there's no guarantee I'll be able to convince the animal to do what? Like, to spy for us? Or at least take a look around and see
I
what's
will
inside?
say you're able to command Tari would be able to command it, or whoever uses the bag, and command how the creature moves and what action it takes, and give it general orders.
Okay, so you can try, and if it's something small enough, you could direct it to look around, and then I can talk to it so it can actually report back.
Yep, sounds like a good plan. I've been dying to use this bag.
As long as you don't get like a wild wombat or something.
I mean, if we get a dire wolf, we could, okay, Okay, so I've got to roll a d8.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. I rolled a 4, so I got a ball. It's gonna get
Okay, that
eaten at
might
this
not
point.
work.
Okay, so you reach into this bag and grasp something fuzzy, and you're like, oh yeah, it's probably like a
Worst
weasel or a badger or something. And you pull out this fluffy orb, you throw it in front of you, and it, like mid-air, almost like a Pokemon emerging from a Pokeball, it just rolls out into a full-size boar with these big tusks sort of curving up at the front, on both sides. This like rounded snout at the front, very like bristly. And it just sort of turns around, looks at you, and just makes like a grunting noise.
Okay, it says here, once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn. So I can try 3 times,
You
right?
can try 3 times, including that one.
Alright, let's go. Next one.
Can I write
Something
the
about-
I
word?
got a 7. I got a dire wolf.
Oh my god.
Smaller, Tori!
Try and
Smaller!
get it. You think you're gonna get it. You pull out another fuzzy one. It's grey. It's probably a badger, right? You throw it, and a giant wolf, like size of a human, maybe bigger, just unfolds out of it, looks at this fucking boar, salivates, and is like just looking at you for permission.
Can you put that back in the bag? I don't think we want that.
No,
running around.
I love him. He's so cute and fluffy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, adorable, but
No,
dire wolf,
but this is
middle
all
of
gone
town.
to plan. This is all gone to
West-
plan. If anything goes wrong, we've got a giant wolf and a boar with fucking ferocious
worst
tusks.
case-
Okay,
Worst case
This
scenario, they
last
can
one-
ram in the door.
this last
one?
one is we're gonna get it. Okay. Yes. Okay. 1. I got a weasel.
Sweet. Okay, that works. That works.
All right, see, this is all according to plan. All right.
That works. Okay.
However,
No.
in the absence of orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Since you only have one bonus action at a time, this dire wolf, after glancing at you, salivating at this boar, just fucking pounces at this boar you've conjured out and makes dinner out of it right in front of you.
Wait.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice and can command it before it stops?
Oh, hang
You
on.
can attempt. Okay, fake.
Doesn't the boar disappear when the wolf kills it?
It will, yes.
That's gonna be a pissed off hungry wolf.
Sorry, if you would like to attempt to command this,
Yeah.
bearing in mind you
what
can
do I
only
roll?
command one thing at a time. You don't need to roll anything, you're just able to command it. But tell you what, give me initiative just as like a reaction test. I'll use it for in this case.
Initially, okay. Oh, I rolled so 22.
Okay,
I
so
got a
yeah.
20.
So you notice this fucking wolf is like gearing up to pounce. You can see it sort of like get lower and like put its shoulders up a bit, salivating, looking at it. And you're just like, no, and it just
No,
stops
bad
and
wolf.
it looks at you and sort of whimpers a little and sits down.
I mean,
I'll get you
Sorry.
some from the butcher. Big
Meanwhile,
butcher, okay?
The boar, since you can only command one at a time, this boar just begins running off into the street.
you could just let the wolf kill the boar, and then that's one less animal for us to worry about.
Well, I was thinking protection, in case there's someone in the shop or someone comes after us. Seeing as though
Unfortunately,
the
when
Zulu
not
pissed everyone
commanded,
off.
they just act as what the animal would.
It's like you can't control all of them at once, right? So why not?
Can I make them disappear?
I don't believe it says so. Does it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Next door,
What's
no
the
one
point?
reduced to 0 hit points. Friendly. Bonus section to commands. Give it up orders. Otherwise, it just acts as a normal. No, I think if you're not using it, it just acts as a normal animal and runs away, or does whatever it would do.
Okay, well, the boar will disappear in the morning. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so
no one
there's just
knows
a
that
rampaging
I let
bar
it
on the
loose.
streets. It's fine.
I'm
I'll be
far more
confident.
worried
Yeah.
about the dire wolf, but
Okay, well,
You
I
guys
get
I
the
told
weasel.
Dire
kill it,
Wolf.
but
No,
Some-
no.
Can I pet the wolf?
Yeah, you can pet the wolf. He's friendly.
I pet the wolf.
we hope he's friendly. Okay, yeah, get
He's the
wolf.
creature who's friendly to you and your
Yeah.
companions.
yeah.
Okay, so let's get the weasel scouting.
Okay.
So this wolf just acts like a big dog being petted while you send this weasel in.
Then I'll ride the dog.
Okay.
Okay. No, get off the fucking dire wolf. I'm still mad at you. Don't touch my dire wolf.
Yeah, give me animal handling check.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, please throw her off.
It's friendly, so it's not going to attack you, but I want to see if it'll
Nah.
actually be happy with your animal.
Not one.
Not one. This,
No.
this dire wolf immediately, it's like putting clothes on an animal. You know when people have like costumes for their pet, and it just like shrinks into itself and starts like wiggling and shaking you off, trying to avoid it. It's almost like you tried to get this thing in a bath or something. It's not having it. It just starts like running around shaking, trying to get you off.
Yeah.
Get off! Don't upset my dire wolf. Get off.
Meanwhile,
Look, if you wanna get on
I'm just
someone's
gonna
back,
give him
I
a
can
pat.
give you a piggyback. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give my wolf a pat and be like, "Good
okay.
boy." And then, Mr. Weasel.
What is the weasel doing?
Good boy.
Okay, Weasel, you're gonna go in here and what do we want him to look for exactly?
Well, people.
Or just-
How many people are in there?
Okay, go and see
Can
if
the
you can
weasel
see how
unlock
many
the
people are
door?
in there. He can fit through. He's fine.
No, I mean unlock the door from the inside.
It's a weasel.
not
It's
that
not gonna
desperate.
understand locks. Like,
I mean, he's got little hands.
I think the best we can hope for from the weasel is that it can look around and give us an idea
Yeah.
of how many people are in there.
Yeah.
I hope it may be able to at least give us some idea of what they look like, but I'm just gonna be happy if it can tell us there's 4 people in there.
So, Faith, can you communicate with it or just hear what it's
I can talk to them and they can talk back to me.
Okay.
But it only lasts about 10 minutes, so if we have it run around and then come back and then I can talk to it.
Okay, alright, Weasel. Go in there, see what you can find, see if you can find people or anything that looks interesting. Be quick about it and be safe.
Oh god.
Okay, so
And
the
then we need
weasel
to look
gives
at
a little
Mason.
squeak and then like hops off your hand down into like tries to sort of squeeze itself under the door. Just to say manages to get under there. You're waiting only like a minute or so, not an incredibly long time, before you see it like just this fluffy little thing begin to squeeze back out from under the door. And it returns to you with a squeak.
Alright, I'm just gonna give him a pat and say good boy. Can you tell Faith what you saw?
Okay, I will do speak with animals. So that's my last spell, by the way.
Okay.
And then, so now I can comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. So I will ask it to tell us what it saw in there.
Looks clear. No people. Spooky though.
Spooky.
Spooky. Dark.
Spooky dark?
Dark.
Dark. Okay. But no people?
No people.
Okay. And then I'll
Empty.
break up a little bit of a ration bar and give that to it.
Thank you.
Man, I'm gonna be so sad when this weasel leaves tonight. God damn, that's so cute.
Wait, does it only last until dawn?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
gone. It just sort of climbs
my
up
God.
on your shoulder and nibbles on this little
Mm.
granola bar or whatever it is.
Okay, well, little weasel says there's no one in there. It's dark. Didn't sense anyone.
Alright, so do we break in?
I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I do see why not, but like, this is.
Yeah, I think we just try and open the door.
Alright, Mr. Skillful Rogue, let's see if you can handle the door.
I try and open the door.
Okay. So the windows are boarded up, but the door isn't. It does seem to be locked, however.
I try and pick the lock.
Go ahead and give me a roll with your bonus for Thieves' Tools.
Yeah, just proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah.
And that one.
Oh my
that's a little-
god. Fucking hell.
Hold on, before we all get mad at him, you do manage to pick this first lock, but you very quickly catch on that it seems to be like the other one where there's perhaps more locks than just the one. And, you know, the other had like a bar and a chain and a padlock. So they're not all like key locks, but you did manage to get the key lock open.
Somehow, within that one.
Didn't get the door open. I'm okay with allowing one lock when the
Okay.
others are pretty much inaccessible.
We can... The lock's open, but there's multiple locks. So, we can possibly kick the door in. We have a strong dire wolf here who might be able to do it. Or the weasel can try and unlock the door from the inside.
I don't think the weasel will be able to do it.
I mean, if it's held by a bar, I don't think the weasel's gonna be able to do
Yeah.
that.
I can get the wolf to charge at it.
I do mean like a
I mean-
It's going to be
small
very
bar
obvious.
lock, not like a full-size bar over the entire door, by the way.
Do we want to try the weasel first, just to be more
I think
stealthy?
if we can get in there without giving away
Damaging it.
horrendously that we broke in there,
Yeah.
it's probably worth doing it. So, I
Alright,
will
little
turn to
weasel,
little
listen
weasel
to
guy
Faith again.
and be like, "Hey weasel, hey little weasel, can
Hi.
you take a look at the lock on the door? It might be a bit big for you, but if you can push the bar out of the way, that'd be really helpful."
Eek. Okay, I try. And it
Oh
hops
my
off
god,
you
it's so cute!
and scurries back in once again, trying to squeeze its body under the door. It's quite a tight fit each time.
He's chunky.
It's more just a very small
No,
guy.
he's chunky.
Sure, he's chunky. Okay.
No.
I've been overruled. Apparently, he's chunky.
Yeah, the DM doesn't decide what happens in the world, obviously.
Ori, give me a
Yes.
sleight of hand with what would a weasel stats be?
Oh,
There's
God, I don't
probably
know.
like a D&D thing for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Oh,
look.
I
it
got
up.
20.
So, okay, 20. Like a nat 20? Oh.
No, 18 plus 2.
Oh, well, so it
Well,
wouldn't
it's
use
18 plus whatever
yours.
the weasels get.
So yeah. Oh shit.
Strength.
It's Dex's plus 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You hear a click and a little eek,
Fucking weasel.
and it seems to have at least got the bar open. The weasel does sort of like just poke its head under the door and go, another lock.
Is it a lock you can open?
No.
What type of lock is it? Like,
Look, this is an into weasel. It doesn't know the differences between
Yeah,
types of
no.
locks. It doesn't
I'll
know
just
any-
say that there's another lock there, but little weasel doesn't think he can open it.
okay. Oh, what were the types of locks again from the other safe house? Because I'm guessing
There was
they're the
the
same.
bar lock, the sort of key lock, and then a padlock, and then as well as like the chain that lets the door open ever so much. Before I stop on it.
I have an idea.
Oh, can I ask the weasel if the chain is on?
No chain.
Okay. So there's no chain, so that must mean it's a padlock?
I have no ideas, but I have a knocks.
It
No,
may
no,
come to
that's-
that. It may come to that.
I want to use Mage Hand and try and like on the other side of the door and
Don't
try
you
and
have
unlock
like
the
a
padlock.
thing for Mage Hand that lets it do more?
Yeah, like
Yeah, what is that again? Stow, holding a thing, retrieve an object, use thieves' tools to pick a lock, and disarm traps at range. That one will probably be the most useful.
Yeah.
So what you could do is summon. I believe you can. You summon it where you can't see it.
I do not know.
Mage Hand. Hands appears at a point you choose within range. Doesn't say that you can see. So I'll say yes, you're able to do it on the other side of a door. However, you will need to pass it your thieves' tools under the door for it to unlock it.
Okay.
Well, we can get
Can I give the
to take
weasel
tools.
the thief's tools? Yeah, and just have the weasel like push it under the door,
Okay.
or like to the other side of the door.
So you go into your thieves' tools and take out a little lever and a pick, and hand it to this little weasel that looks a little confused at what these are, and it's like, oh, shiny.
If you can just take them to the other side of the door,
Okay,
And then-
I do that.
there'll be a little hand appear. If you just give it to the hand,
I think it's invisible.
It
Actually.
is invisible.
fine.
Okay, you will not see this hand.
You won't see the hand, but you'll feel something take the tool. So then just let it take it.
Okay. And it scurries off again under this door. It has a little more difficulty getting under while carrying a couple things, but it does manage to like get it under. It sort of accidentally leaves like the lever behind with it before reaching like a paw under and sort of taking a few tries to pull it back through with it. But it does get them through.
Yeah, cause he chunky.
Okay, boy.
And
Yeah, I think it's a dexterity roll, isn't it?
make spectral hand invisible. It can do this. Perform one of these tasks without being noticed. That's
Oh, okay.
notice. Yeah, okay, I think you can just tell it to do it. I'll say for the purposes of like you're asking it to do a thing that realistically you would need a check for, so go ahead and make a check as if you were unlocking the lock, because you're controlling
So
this
just Just a normal proficiency bonus, like plus
Yeah.
proficiency bonus as well. 9.
Okay, it's a little difficult for you trying to like control this hand while it's on the other side of a door to pick a lock you can't see. Like you do like you try and it's like trying to keep up the pressure. You also only have the one hand trying to do this, so it's like it's gotta like push down the lever with its pinky while also moving the pick with its finger and thumb. So it's having some difficulty with it. So it doesn't quite manage with a 9.
Okay. I want to summon the mage hand again on first level.
I believe you can just command it to do something else. You don't have to resummon it, right?
It has a duration of 1 minute, so I'm just gonna take a guess here and say that took longer than a minute.
Yeah.
Or like about 1 minute.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'll resummon it at first level and try again.
Okay. Give me another
19.
roll, I guess. 19, okay. So this time, after the first try, you know, you started to like get the hang of moving this thing and positioning it in a way where you can sort of handle both tools at the same time. And you hear a click from the other side of the door, followed by like a metal clank noise.
That was a bit loud.
It's not like extremely loud, but it sounds like something fell.
I mean, it sounds like the door should be open now, right?
Yeah, I try and push open the door.
The door opens.
Success.
Okay, can I look for traps first?
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
It's dark though.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't need disadvantage. Don't worry, I rolled a 4.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay,
roll again.
I
Maybe
want-
one and
Can we
two.
vote
Maybe
to
it
say
gets
that the
worse.
Weasel was the actual rogue of the group?
Do you want the weasel to make a check?
Oh no!
Yes. Yes.
Have the weasel look for traps.
Yes.
I mean-
yes.
Tori can you can command it, so by all means.
Do it.
All right, let's do it.
Is
do I
investigation
need to do?
investigation's int, right?
Intelligence. Yeah, intelligence.
Okay, are you telling the weasel to check for traps?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll, Tori, and do -4 modifier for int.
Oh my.
Oh, that's 6.
6. Looks clear.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I trust the weasel.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, was it? It's investigation, right?
Yeah.
I did act like I rolled a 4. I did have a 9 total,
You
so it
think
wasn't
it's clear?
entirely garbage. Oh god.
Everyone's already walking around because of the weasel. You're with the light though.
I guess I follow them defeated.
So this weasel hops back up on your shoulder. And you
What
guys
about the
head
wolf,
inside.
though? Is the wolf like inside too?
He's just following us.
Yeah, the wolf's just vibing. I think it's probably actually like curled up and started like trying to take a nap outside.
I mean, hey, we got a guard wolf.
I'll go upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, as you enter in, it's very dark. There's no lights on. Despite not being well taken care of, it's not like incredibly dusty or anything like that. There's no like cobwebs in the corners. It's more just like kind of not a nice place. There is an odd smell in the air. Not a pleasant one, but you're not really certain what it is. Okay, Claire, you head up the stairs and they kind of creak as you do into the attic.
It's a bit weird that this essentially abandoned house is locked from the inside. Um, with
Yeah,
again,
no.
apparently no one here. So I want to see if I find anything suspicious.
Okay. Clue, you head up into the attic, and it is much less less like it's been touched in a while. It's quite dusty up there. There is a number of cots, but they're not really like laid out. They're just kind of like piled up in a corner. There's like some boxes with random junk in them. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting up there, other than seemingly some storage.
Can I check the random junk? There's no random junk for a goblin.
Okay, give an investigation roll.
Let's go. 3.
There's like some cloth, some random bits and bobs. There's nothing like massively catches your eye. Nothing very shiny.
No shinies. Is there like windows? Like the windows we saw on the outside?
Not in the attic. But I'll say, as you guys are heading into this house, you're currently in that similar sort of like entrance hallway at the moment. With like the room directly opposite the front door. Further down, there's like then 2 doors to the right, one close to the entrance and one close to that other door.
Before we start investigating, Dory, it might be worth telling the wolf to guard the door.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm just gonna go and tell him. I'll be right back. And I'll just go out and tell Wolf. Can you just Faith, can you hear every animal, or do you have to pick one?
I can talk to any animal, but it's only for 10 minutes, so it's probably about to wear out.
Okay. Alright, Wolf, if you see anyone approaching, can you howl, please?
This wolf just looks at you and is like, fine. And you can't understand it, but the faith
He's a
can.
good boy.
Me, I'm a good boy.
I'm gonna give him another pat.
And
and
you're
I'll
like,
go
he
back and
wags
pat.
his tail and sort of goes in a circle a little.
Nice that only Faith can actually hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we need to search this place. Maybe it's got another diary like the last one does, or maybe we can find out whatever the hell is causing that smell.
Yeah,
Good idea.
I feel like this house is connected to somewhere. Just based on the fact that it's locked from the inside and there's seemingly no one here.
Oh, and here's a wild idea. The smell is the person that locked the door.
Ooh.
Yes, but would the hounds really abandon a house just because one person died, or would there only be one person in this house?
We don't have any
Wait, how many-
idea how often they keep an eye on their self-houses.
Yeah, but the last
Sorry,
house we
can I-
went to.
How many? Can I command the wolf to do anything? Do I have like a certain amount?
You can, but you can only command one at a time. But currently the weasel's just sat on Faith's shoulder.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go grab the wolf and actually, Faith, can you please tell the wolf to try and sniff out that smell?
Okay, so I'll ask the wolf if it recognizes the smell, and then if it can track it for us.
So this dire wolf it's a big ass dog, more or less. It kind of comes through, barely even fitting through the door, and just starts like sniffing around at the floor. It's like blood. Starts sniffing towards the door furthest on the right.
Apparently it's blood.
Oh
Well, that's
god.
lovely.
Well, let's investigate, I guess.
Take out my dagger, like one of my daggers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and in front of you is this rather large bedroom, where before in the other one you found that there was like cots upstairs. It seems like there is at least like a master bedroom in these safe houses. And on the floor laid in a puddle of smeared and somewhat congealed blood is the corpse of a man with black hair and stubble.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess.
Weasel, you said there were no people in here.
Well, he's right. It's not a person anymore.
Didn't look everywhere. Just came in here. Sort of like in the hallway.
It's okay, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Could this be it? Black and Bar, whatever his name is?
I mean, we only have a vague description to go by, but.
Can
that would be my guess.
I want to use my dagger and just kind of open his mouth a bit because I don't
Okay.
want to touch him.
He's missing a couple teeth.
I mean, he has fucked teeth, so could very well be the case. We should look around some more, see if we can find anything.
I will say, as you have opened the door and sort of come in this room, you can feel a bit of a
The
draft.
smell.
As well as the smell. You can feel a bit of a draft coming through. And it seems that the window to the bedroom is open a crack. And whatever boards were there don't seem to be there anymore.
Okay.
Okay. The window seems a bit suspicious.
Well, someone wanted to really get in, and they didn't have a pet weasel.
Yes.
Weasels.
Does the window lead to anywhere?
It just sort of leads out into like the back streets of this street, whatever. It's a street. It's off
Okay.
into like the alleyways and stuff.
Is there a weapon anywhere that could have killed him?
Give me an investigation check.
I got an 11.
Okay, so
Does everyone else want to do their own?
I'm actually going to ask the wolf if there is any other scent that it can pick up from here. Like, something obviously came in here to kill him. So, outside of the sense of Tori, Clue, Zulil, myself, and the dead body, is there another scent that it can recognize?
the wolf sort of sniffs around a bit. It's just like old. Doesn't
It's
seem
been
to be
too
picking
long.
up anything.
Yeah. Whatever
Right.
killed him was too long
Tori, with
ago.
your investigation check, you kind of look over the body and just like roughly the general area. You don't see any weapons, at least not ones that are like covered in blood or anything obvious.
Maybe we should check his pockets and stuff to see if there's anything identifiable on him.
Can I also do like an investigation check on to see what he actually died of? Like,
Yeah.
whether
Give me a medicine or investigation.
11.
11, right. He seems to have died from like a number of lacerations and other cuts. You're not sure which one was the end of him. You don't know whether he put up a fight or not, but he has been like almost cut to bits. There's almost like just cuts through his chest, his gut, his throat, just various parts of his body. Either they had to cut him a lot of times to bring him down, or they kept cutting after he was already dead.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
shall we
it
check
was-
his pockets?
So it was definitely like a knife, sword kind of thing.
Something bladed for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, what did you
but
say,
yeah,
Tori?
let's-
Let's check his pockets.
Okay, give me another investigation check.
14.
14. As he's kind of laid a little bit on his side, one of them's like in this sort of congealed blood. You can't really get at it. But The other ones you managed to sort of rummage through. He doesn't have a lot on him. There's about 6 silver and a couple gold. There's like a bottle, some small vial, which, I mean, if you hazard a guess, it's maybe his like medication. There's nothing like massively interesting. You can take the gold and silver if you want it.
Yeah, I'll put that in my pocket. No, I won't
Can we-
actually. I'll share it with the group.
Can we take the medication as well? Just to
Yeah, you can.
confirm with the
Yep, good
perfume
idea.
maker?
Sure. You take it's just a small vial. And there's not much left in it.
It's probably worth investigating the building to see if they kept a diary like they did in the first one.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
suggest that as well. Do you guys want to... Or should I go in the other room and you guys look through this one, or what do you want to do?
Whichever room we want to be searched the least is the one that I should do, because I am blind as a bat when it comes to investigating things.
Faith, can you just ask the wolf to? Oh, actually, I can ask him. What am I talking about? Wolf, can you sniff around and just tell me if you smell any scent of people or anything that might be useful?
Well, didn't I already do that? It said it's.
I mean, in the whole house.
Right.
Like,
And
look for the
it
scent of
just
people.
starts like sniffing around the floor and various objects. I'll just say it's ongoing with that as you do stuff.
Okay.
We should also probably check on Clue, because Clue's kind of missing.
Yeah,
I mean,
Clue,
Clue's
what are you
upstairs.
doing? Have you come back down, or are you still just vibing up there?
Of course I'm vibing.
Okay, you're just vibing up there.
I want to grab some stuff from that box though.
Okay, there's like some cloth. Like I said, there's not a lot. There's like some just random doodads. You're not sure what they even are. Mostly just sort of like junk.
I don't like your junk.
Okay, well, one man's trash, one goblin's treasure, I guess.
Let's take the whole box.
This box is kind of bigger than you, but if you want to give like a strength roll, because you are a strong little goblin.
I'm strong little goblin.
Strong little goblin.
Oh my god. That would be That would be a 5.
Okay, so you attempt to lift this entire box to take it with you, not seeming to understand the idea of like center of gravity or like center of mass. So as you're like holding this out in front of you, you just suddenly start leaning forwards and like topple over, kind of like face planting into this box that topples onto the ground.
Ow. I'm gonna assume that made a lot of noise.
Yeah, it made some like tumbling noises and like. But
I mean,
it
it sounds
didn't really
like Clue's
hurt
having fun, right?
because it was just like a box of like cloths and random junk.
You okay up there, Clue?
Yeah.
I think that was a yes.
I'm gonna go close the door and like at least lock like the bar thing, like the metal bar, so random people don't just come in.
Okay.
And after that, I want to search the room that we're not in, like the other, not the master bedroom, the other one.
Okay. So, looking at the other rooms, it seems that the one that's directly across from the front door is just a bathroom, in which you don't find a lot of interesting things. Meanwhile, the other one is a living room. There's like an old furnace that's, currently not in use. There's a table, and like a little sort of... It's not really a couch, it's almost a bench, like an indoor bench. There's like an old piano, and it's sort of this open plan, like living room kitchen area. Like it just, the floor cuts off into tiles, and you can see that. Looking around just the house in general, including the sort of master bedroom, it seems that there's just a bunch of like things been moved into here, like just like random stuff a person would need, like a toothbrush, clothes, just any random things someone might take if they're staying somewhere.
Okay, but nothing otherwise suspicious.
Nothing massively suspicious, no.
Okay. Can I do an investigation check on whether or not I find anything hidden?
You can, actually. I can show you guys what this looks like.
Ooh.
Boop. And I'll share on Discord as well. This one. There we go.
Wait, I'm not there.
Yeah, well, I had you just stuck here. Let me. Oh, that was weird. You're upstairs. I don't have a bit for upstairs, so congratulations, you're outside the map.
Nice.
Actually, I could just put you on the stairs. That works. Right, so you have gone into here to sort of look around.
Yes.
Other two, whereabouts are you, like, looking? What are you doing?
I'm just following around my wolf.
Okay, so the wolf's just sort of wandering around, sniffing various objects. It goes through, like, through here, sniffs at, like, whatever this wardrobe is, goes and sniffs the bathroom, sniffs this bear skin rug quite a bit, and sort of, like, nuzzles into it for a second. Just like, "Rrr, rrr." And then just sort of continues onwards, sniffing around. It doesn't seem to be picking up anything. For the sake of just visibility, I'll brighten this up slightly, but it is very dark for reference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do I like?
There's no bear traps.
I still want to do like an investigation.
Also,
check.
ignore the food on the table. There's no actual food there. That's just an asset.
I do still want to do like an investigation roll on whether or not I find anything hidden,
Okay.
like anything that
Go
was
ahead
tucked
and-
away. Or...
Go ahead and roll then.
11.
Alright, looking around, there's nothing like... There's no real clues. Besides, like, that initial window over here, it doesn't seem like there's any other, like, forced entry or anything like that. You don't notice any, like, scuffles or really signs of a fight. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. You do, however, find that there's, like, much like the other one, there's a number of, like, hidden weapons and various objects that could be improvised weapons if one needed it.
Okay.
Can I check that desk?
Yeah, sure.
I want to see if there's any, like, diary or anything like they had in the last one.
So looking through, this is the kind of desk where there's like a couple shelves underneath the desk, and you kind of like rummage through it. There's not as many papers as this makes it appear, but you do eventually find something that seems similar to the ledger. As you look through it, you notice that like there's no recent like entries in it. It seems like not even the few days, it seems like more like a month or so.
If this ledger's up to date, then he's been dead for quite a while. There's been no entry in here for around a month.
There is one thing. Blackhand Briar is not the last person entered in there. He doesn't seem to have entered himself into the ledger or been entered in by anyone else when he came here. It seems like very much there was people coming and going and then they just stopped taking note.
When's the last date on it? Because there were dates on it as well, weren't there? Like in the book?
Like around a month or so ago.
Oh, well, okay, fair.
It's like they just stopped using this place for some reason. and then he ran here because he knew it was a place.
That you knew it was abandoned?
Well, I don't know whether he knew it was abandoned. That's speculation, but it's like it was a safe house that he knew about. But whether he knew that they'd stopped using it or not is another matter.
Well, you can ask him or not.
Yeah, I don't think you have speak with Dad, do you?
Yeah, I can't speak to the dead.
Well, you can speak to one dead.
Sure, but you're undead. Whereas this
You're not
guy's just
quite dead.
dead.
Nah.
No,
If I bite him, does he turn into a zombie?
I'd prefer it if you didn't. But if you really want to try it, sure.
Well, I guess I'll push that box downstairs then.
Okay, so you're just heaving this box down the stairs.
Yes.
Okay, so as you
Apparently I
push it,
can't lift-
there's like a moment, almost like a Looney Tunes moment, where you like push it and it
Oh,
goes
no.
just beyond like the edge of the step before it went straight down the stairs and like crashing all over the floor.
Clue? We're trying to be a little bit stealthy.
Did I go like down the stairs too?
No, you just pushed it and it fell. You're welcome to
Oh.
follow it if you'd like.
I-
You can
I-
roll
I-
down
I-
the stairs.
I mean, I would like to walk,
Okay,
but if
you
you
can
want
just-
me to
you can
trip and
just
fall,
walk.
I guess you
hey.
can do that.
It's your choice. You can roll down the stairs if you like, or you can just walk.
I'm not just gonna drop myself off the stairs.
Why not?
Why not just jump in the box as it runs down?
That would be hard.
But fun.
Okay, I guess I will try to put all the things in the box too.
Okay, so you're just here cleaning up a box. Meanwhile, Tari's following a wolf into this room. Yeah. Looking further into this book that you found, there is like, as you scroll back, quite a few entries of Blackhand Briar, but they're from quite a long time ago. And a lot of them are notes like fell out with partner, like need a place to stay.
Looks like he used to come here quite a lot.
Okay, so I should probably move back into like the actual room of where Faith is at, because I don't have anything. So I'm gonna do that first.
Okay. Oh, you head back into there.
I'm gonna go and see what all the noise of Revel falling down the stairs is.
Okay.
I didn't fall down the stairs, I walked down.
No, but the box fell down the stairs. I'll be like, Clue, we are trying to be quiet.
I want this box.
I get that, but
Cool stuff in
it made a lot of noise. Am I trying to be quiet?
But noise is inside the house.
It can be heard outside the house.
No, the walls.
Are not that thick. This is a really cheap place in town.
But noise is inside.
But noise gets outside.
No, it can't.
It absolutely can. Like, if you knock on the door and the noise can't go through the door, how do they hear you knocking?
Because the door is inside and outside.
So is the wall.
But I'm not hitting the wall.
The box made enough noise, and the noise hit the wall.
Who needs to
It's
teach Clue how
inside.
sound waves work?
It's inside the wall.
But sound travels through walls.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
Travels through
you go
wall.
stand on the other side of this wall, and I'll pat the one between me and Zalil.
That's not a wall, that's a door.
No, go stand on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
You shuffle on over there.
And then I'll shut the door, and then I'll bang on the wall,
Boom, 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 boom.
and then I'll open the door again and be like, "Did you hear it?"
Yes,
See, sound can go through the wall.
but I am inside.
Then go outside the building, and I'll do the same thing.
Okay.
And then I go bang on the wall,
Slightly more muffled. Boom, 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 boom.
and then I'll go outside, and I'll be like, "Did you hear that?"
A bit, yes.
Yeah, so sound can go through the wall.
But the wall is both inside and outside, so
Clue, can you just accept that maybe I'm right?
okay.
Okay.
God, it's like it's like FCG thinking Exandria's flat.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay.
But the world is flat.
Can I
Let's
get,
go.
can I get box?
I mean, I don't see why not, but I do want to pinch some of the cloth from it.
Okay.
I do have to go in 10 minutes, just so you know.
Yeah.
We could end it here.
I just
We
quickly,
finish
I
up.
want to get some of the cloth, put it over the body, and say a prayer for the dead person.
Okay. There you go.
Can I follow?
Yeah, you can follow.
Can I look inside the box and see what actually is inside the box besides cloth?
Give me an
What?
investigation check.
Okay, I see only cloth.
Yeah, it's just cloth and random doodads. Okay. So you say a prayer for this corpse. Anything else?
No, I think that's
Shiny
That's-
person.
yes.
You talk too soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know who this person believed in, but he deserves someone to at least look out for them now that they're dead.
Then Sune has big ears to hear.
Of course. If you speak to Sune, she'll listen.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. It's easier for her to hear you if you're at a shrine, but she can hear you from anywhere.
Then big ears. Like mine. But bigger.
More like mine, maybe, but yes,
Can she hear outside the walls?
of course.
A shiny person has a good friend.
I'd like to think so.
Yes.
She's your friend too.
But I don't know.
But she knows you because you know me.
Did you tell about mine?
Of course.
Oh, good. Nice friend. That's it.
Okay. Well, for the sake of TK, I think we can wrap up here unless there's any last minute things people want to do. And next time we can pick up where this left off and see what you're gonna do about the fact you found this corpse.
Yep, sounds like a good plan.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Alright. So we're gonna leave it here. We'll be back. Actually, we're changing to every other week, so it'll be not next week, but the week after. Still same day, same time. Friday, 9 p.m. BST. And I hope y'all will join us again then. For now, goodbye, everyone.
Womp womp.
Bye. Have a good
Womp
night.
womp.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
Sleep well. Have good womps.
Bye bye, everyone.
Womp womp.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Boop.